Sure, I have a couple actually. How's it going, Coach?
Good.
First off, just want to talk about KJ. He has expressed how he prefers to play Will, but with the monster games that he's been having at strong side, how do you feel that? Do you feel like he's better suited for that position now in his 10th year, or and how do you feel like he's been able to make that move back over there
I
with
tell you,
Will?
fortunately for KJ, he's very versatile. Those good football players are good wherever you put them. And if you had any idea of the fights and the conversations we had just moving his position, and now that he's playing so well, it's just a testament to his work ethic, his versatility, his ability just to hit the books and make a commitment to being a team player. He's certainly stepped up, and we're excited about it. He's been an example for everybody else.
And then for me, just looking at Arizona, just curious what you think of their run game and how, with Drake and then also how they use Murray in the run game.
Right there, if you watch Drake, he's really explosive. He has the ability to run inside. He finds has great vision. He bounces outside. He catches the ball on the screens. He's a fantastic player. He's going to be a great challenge for us. Watching him the other night, as you saw in the Monday night game, looked really good. He came in last year against us and had a big run. He's certainly going to be a challenge for us.
And what about Murray and the mobility that he provides their
No
offense?
question. Yeah, his uniqueness as a quarterback makes his team the special team that they are. He has the ability to throw it really well, extend the plays in the pocket, and then you have great coverage, and he finds ways to get extra yards. So he's certainly a guy that makes his team really special.
Thank you.
Bob.
Yeah, Ken, just bringing Michael Kendricks back, where do you see him fitting into the linebacking core, and then any ability to get a sense today of how long it might take before he can help you?
Well, Michael's like KJ is a really good football player. Has played for a few years. He has the versatility to play inside and outside for us. But right now, he's coming back from his injury, and he hadn't had a lot of football practice right now. So we're pretty much getting him in football shape, making sure the leg and the knee, responds really well. And then once we get to that point, then we'll talk about exactly how he can help us. But right now, we want to make sure his health is good and he gets really back in football shape.
Ben.
Hey Ken, I saw that you guys added defensive end to Stephen Sullivan's listing on the roster. I was wondering what he looked like in his first practice, getting a look on defense, and then also what led to that decision, getting him some looks there.
Right. You look at Sully. He's a guy that he has the length and the speed and that look of the great pass rushers. He has a lot of good speed, and it's certainly when you have the ability to develop on the practice squad like we do, you do what you can to try to make sure guys can help you in all these positions. And certainly he's a guy that you certainly want to see if he can use that length and speed and turn into a pass rusher. So he has been there for a few weeks now, and it's been very impressive watching how quickly he's been able to pick it up. So we're still in the development stage for him, but certainly he's a guy that we have our eyes on.
Now, has he played that position in the past, to your knowledge?
I know he has in high school. He goes back to high school. I've seen some high school clips of him. So he was a killer in high school, but that's been a while. But he's certainly a guy that he has that ability, the length and the speed that you look for in that position. So why not give him a shot and see how he looks?
Thank you.
John.
Yeah, Ken, just with DeAndre Hopkins being added this offseason, what has he brought to their offense as a playmaker?
Well, I know you've seen him, watching him on the film and watching his career. I think there's no question his ability to catch the ball. He probably has the best hands you've probably seen in a long time. He finds ways to use his body. He's a really good route runner. And they throw to him a lot. Anytime you have a really good receiver that they throw to a lot, he's very productive. So he's been a guy that's been, a guy that the quarterback can really throw to often, and he's a playmaker, and it's a safe place where he can throw to. And he's the type of guy that's very dynamic, and he does a lot of good things with the ball. But he's a great catcher, great hands, great athlete, and he's the type of guy that can break it open for you.
AJ.
What have you seen out of Snacks in his first 2 to 3 weeks with you guys, and how close is he to being able to impact y'all on Sundays?
That's a great nickname, isn't it? Snacks. He's been big. He's been he's been a guy that takes up blocks. He's been a wealth of knowledge. He's very smart. He's been around football a lot. He's doing a really good job of talking to our younger guys. We have a young group and kind of showing them how to use your hands and use your feet and things like that. But he's a big man. He's a wealth of knowledge. He knows the game, and he can certainly help us as far as our depth and taking up blocks so our linebackers can run free and make plays.
Do you have an ETA on when he might be able to help on game day?
It's hard to say. We have some good players right there. We have some great competition. He's going to have to fight to get on the field because we have really good depth in that position right there. So it comes down to practice and see exactly where he can help us.
Curtis.
Hey, Ken, what did you see out of Quinton Dunbar as he bounced back in the last game for you, and how is he kind of progressing? I know he was dealing with the knee thing, and how is he trying to manage at this point in time?
I tell you, having Quinton Dunbar on the field, it's special for me. He's a guy that he knows ball. You study ball. You can talk ball with him all day. He understands, the game. He has a really good football mind. He calls out plays before it happens. He's the type of guy he can't practice all the reps, but he has to certainly take a lot of mental reps. But we're expecting him to continue to help us, and at the same time we have to make sure that we practice him right so he can be able to play for us on Sundays.
Greg.
Ken, tell us about the fights to switch positions with KJ Wright.
I can't tell you that. It's just when you play the position for a long time like KJ has, you get a certain feel, for a certain understanding, a certain respect factor that he expects when he's been playing at such a high level for a long time at this position. So it's just that side of it to let him understand it, understand where we need him. We understand the respect and how good he is at that position. But KJ, going back to where he first became a Seahawk, he was playing all the positions. He was always very special and versatile from day one. And now in year 10, nothing has changed. He's been able to help us. He's been able to be that guy can play at a high level anywhere you put him on the field.
For the fans, we throw around weak side, strong side, Sam and Will all the time. Can you describe in fan layman terms really what skills are needed at each position, what the difference is?
Well, a lot of times the strong side goes to the side of the tight end, and he lines up to the tight end, so you want a guy that can match the physical size as a tight end to set that edge. The weak side is usually a guy away from the tight end, so sometimes he's the faster guy that he plays in space a little bit more. So the tight end guys, longer, stronger, away from the tight end. Weak side is the faster, more niftier, athletic guy.
And then what's unique about KJ to be able to play both as well as?
Well, he's big, strong, and fast. And he's really smart and has the ability to play both. And you can play KJ at strong side on one play and at weak side on the next. Some players don't have that mind to be able to switch like that. KJ's the type of guy, he knows football so well, and he's such a student of the game, and he's been in this defense for his entire career. So he knows all positions. He started at every position, started from his rookie year all the way through. He's a guy that anytime you have him on the field, you have great depth because he can play any position.
Thank you.
Brady.
Hi, Ken. What is just your overall assessment of the defense through 5 games, and did anything stand out? We hear all the time about how the bye week is where you self-scout and everything.
There's no question, though. We self-scout, and I think coming into it, you would expect for a season to be perfect. You want to be, great in all aspects of the game. There's so many different parts of the game that you have to excel in. There's certainly things that we can get better at as far as the total amount of yards. And at the same time, there's a lot of things we've been doing well with taking the ball away, putting the offense in positions to score and things like that. But after 5 weeks, and we're only 5 games in, it feels like it's been so long, but we still have a lot of football left. So I think that all of us come together and we do the self-scout, talk about the goals that we had to start the season, talk about where we are now and how do we get exactly to that place where we expected to be. And obviously, we like to keep the yards down because a lot of us are evaluated by how many yards you get because the offenses are so open and like they are now. But at the same time, we're improving in a lot of positions. At the same time, taking the ball away, giving the ball back to the offense, and short yards and things like that are things that we're been doing well at. But we're trying to be perfect in all situations. But that's not going to happen. But we're striving for it.
Thanks.
AJ?
I know there's a lot of facets to the Arizona offense, but what is one of the things that you guys are really focusing and trying to hone in on this week, stopping them and slowing them down in maybe one aspect over another?
Well, I can't really give you the game plan exactly what we plan on doing, but I will say that the quarterback is, really dynamic and unique in his ability to throw and run and be a dual threat. They have a fantastic player, the skilled player in Hopkins, and then the running back is really good. And have different guys that come on the field, have certain roles that come on the field that they do very well role players. So they're an offense that you've seen grow from when Coach Kingsbury just got there and now to where they are now. You can see them grow like we have because we play them twice a year now. So we watching them and they're watching us, and it's fun to see them grow and get confidence. And now playing that the way they are, it's going to be a real challenge for us on Sunday afternoon.
Bob? Bob, you still there?
Bob?
Yeah, sorry. My internet froze for a second. Jonathan Bullard, just how much was he able to help you the other day? Were you surprised at all that he was able to play as much as he did after just arriving in practice a couple days prior to that?
Right. Well, he's played some football before, and he's been a frontline, really tough player in the past. And there's no question the guy of his size and speed, you see a guy that looks the part the way he does, you want to get him on the field as soon as possible. Then you get a chance to work with him, see his mind and his football IQ, and it's pretty high. He knows what he's doing. And so there's no question he's a guy that can come on the field with his size and help you right away because he has the mind for it. And anytime you have that combination as he has, size, speed, and the mind, he's been able to help us right away. And we're fortunate to have him.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.